heaven. He had position in heaven. You know, we're going to learn about that a little bit. So we're going to go to Isaiah chapter 14, and we're going to read verse 12 through 18. When you get there, go ahead and read, brother.
Thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer,
Now
son of the morning.
this story of Isaiah is written in the future tense in our actuality. And when I say in the future tense, because this is when the Lord gonna bring back Israel, if I'm not mistaken. And but so the question is, so now they're saying to Lucifer, or which is the light bearer, who was what Satan was before, you know, he fell from heaven, which we're gonna read about. It says, how did you fall from heaven, oh Lucifer? Go ahead.
How thou cut down to the ground, which you did is weaken the nations.
And that's what he doing. He weakening the nations. That's what he doing right now. Go ahead.
For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend unto heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
See, so this is what Satan did. Satan, while he was up in the heavens, he was like, look, I'm going to ascend above the heights of the cloud, and I will be like the Most High. But brothers and sisters, we know there is but one God. Satan can't do this. So while he was up there, he exalted himself. And keep reading. Let's see what happened. Go ahead.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdom?
See, so this Satan is the man that is, it says, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? Because that's what people doing at Satan. They trembling at Satan. And then it said, and he shook kingdoms. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is, like, people are afraid. Trust you me. And we're going to look at what Satan looked like in the scriptures. But trust you me, if you seen Satan eye to eye, you wouldn't be able to stand it. You know, you wouldn't be able to handle yourself. You know, people always talking about they going to beat the devil and stomp the devil down to the ground. Man, that's stupid. That's what that is. You ain't finna beat nothing down to the ground. You can't deal with Satan. Satan is an angel. You know what I'm saying? This dude here got skills. We're going to learn about him today, though. Okay, but it says, is this not the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake the kingdom? This is what Satan do now. But go ahead, keep reading.
That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof. That opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house.
So it say all the kingdoms in the nation, they lied in glory in his house now. You know what I mean? But let's go to Revelation chapter 12 so we can see, because we started off in that Isaiah said, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? And it said, because you exalted yourself above the throne of God. You thought you was going to sit upon the mount of the congregation. Then you said you was going to ascend to the heights of the cloud. I will be like the Most High. That's what you said, Satan. But we're going to see what took place after that. Revelation chapter 12, and let's pick this up in verse 7.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. So
now after that took place, after he exalted himself, it was a war up in heaven. And Michael, which is the fighting angel for the Lord, this is what his job is. And he got angels up under him that handle that type of business. And it said, and they fought against Satan. See, God's so smooth, he don't even have to throw blows. He got people throwing blows for him, you know. And then it said, and they prevailed not, Satan, neither was their place found anymore in heaven for them, for Satan and his angels. Go ahead, verse 9.
And the great dragon was cast out.
So he said that great dragon was cast out. Go ahead.
That old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out unto the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
So it said this great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. See, we're going to learn why he calling him the old serpent. Because we about to go back to Genesis and find that old serpent. See, because when he was cast out into heaven, he was cast out and he was brought to earth. This was the hell for him. And it definitely was hell if you live up in heaven and you get cast down to the earth. Trust me, that's hell. You know what I'm saying? Because hell is not only, hell is a condition. That's what hell is, actually. You know what I'm saying? The lake of fire is hell. Because the lake of fire is the worst condition you could be in. But, you know, it's hell. You can't pay your bills. That's a bad condition. You know. So at any rate, he said, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. So now we're getting a couple of names for him, which deceived the whole world. The whole world that been touched by the words of this evil one, the words of Satan, and said he was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast out with him. So the angels is here on the earth. See, some people, you know, they want to try to say, well, you know, his angels then got locked away. They fell from heaven and did all this crazy stuff, and then they got locked away. Nah, these angels is running around to and fro, seeking whom he may devour. I think we're gonna see some of that in this class. But let's go to Genesis chapter 3. Genesis chapter 3. And let's pick this up at verse 1. Genesis chapter 3 and 1. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
So it say here the serpent. Now, when we was reading Revelations 12 and 9, it was like that old serpent. So now we got the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Now, you know, just so you can think about something, you know what I'm saying? You got a serpent or a snake, and you got a mongoose. A mongoose is another animal of the field, right? That mongoose gonna get that snake. The eagle gonna get that snake. You understand what I'm saying? See, this ain't talking about a snake that withered through the field. This is talking about Satan is the most subtle beast of the field. See, when you go read the books of Ecclesiastes, he show us that he say man is like the beast. So when he's saying this is the most subtle beast of the field, he talking about he the slickest thing on earth. The Satan is, and we're gonna see some of that too. But go ahead though.
And he said unto the woman, yea, God said, hath God said, you should not eat of every tree of the garden?
So he said, look here, the God because the guy had told Adam and Eve, he told Adam, he said, look, you can eat all the trees that's in the garden, but if there's one tree that's in the midst of the garden, don't touch it. Don't do nothing. Don't even go by it. Don't look on it, don't nothing. So now Satan come and he talking to Eve, and he say, did God tell you you're not supposed to listen to me? That's really what took place. But he said that you may not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, go ahead.
And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, unless ye die.